Run, and keep running. Misters, Mrs. Toastmasters, fellow guests, good evening. So today we're gonna run together. Running long distances can be hard and exhausting, but it's a life-changing. A running magazine.ca in Canada issued recently an article about how long runs can change a person's mindset. And they wrote, do you know that even though long runs can make you feel physically exhausted, but also it can change your mindset to be unbeatable. Believe me, 2 years ago, I didn't have any idea about marathons and long runs. And while I was surfing on social media, I found a friend who always shared photos and videos about groups of people who runs. And I was really attracted to the spirit they had in those photos and videos. But I used to tell myself, you're 115 kilograms. You struggle in wearing your shoes. You can't even run 1 meter. But still, I started digging for information. And I became aware that millions of people travel over cities to participate in marathons. And I witnessed that people like me are also involved in such events. So, what shall I do? I picked up the phone and called my friend. Hello, please, I need to know more about these groups. And I joined the group that was called Team Walid. And before 3 weeks of Beirut Marathon, I started training with Team Walid. And because of the spirit and motivation I've heard during the training, I took a decision without any further thinking that I will participate in the half marathon, which was 21 kilometers back then. Knowing that I just covered 10 kilometers during my training. And yes, Beirut Marathon, the big event of Beirut Marathon on the 11th of November. I woke up at 5 a.m. I put my clothes on, my running shoes, and I walked from Hamra to Beirut downtown. On my way, the streets was full of runners and athletes. They were encouraged to reach the start line, and that moment started my journey. I got the energy to reach the start line, and I reached the start line. There, I met Team Walid. Team Walid, in short story, is a motivation generator that fulfill your mind and body with energy fuel. Few minutes later, five, four, three, two, one. The countdown started, and I had to start running. And here we go. I started running. I still remember this day like imagination or a dream, like the people, the crowd, and everything was like from another world. I continued until I reached my first kilometer. Unfortunately, I started to feel uh, with pain in my right knees. So I stopped on the first Red Cross station. I told them, guys, I still have 20 kilometers to cover. Please help. They sprayed something icy on my knee and they said, never mind, just go. I was like, okay, the pain was gone. I keep going. The street from the right and from the left was full of dancers. It was carnival, festivals, music, like everything inspirational in this world. So I kept pushing, pushing, pushing with the mindset of keep going and never stop until you reach the goal. Until I reached 16 kilometers. On the 16 kilometer, I saw a friend of mine on a water station, and as if I saw the comfort zone, I went to my friend and told him, please bring me a chair. I cannot continue running. I'm fed up. I'm dying. I was surprised at his reaction. He slapped me and said, keep going. Go, go, go. I was like, okay, I'll keep going. After a few meters, all what I was feeling is the pain. The pain in my legs. I cannot walk. How can I run? And from a sudden, a sexy, flexy girl like this one just arrived and said, I will not run until you run with me. And of course, I generated energy out of nowhere and I continued running. We ran together for like 2 kilometers. And then she left me. Unfortunately, I said, please don't leave me. But she did because she needed to help other runners. After like 500 meters, I stopped. I cannot continue. And here comes the group of scouts, the boy and girl scouts. They started clapping for me. Keep going, don't stop. And then they pushed me up. I recapped my energy and kept going and going until the moment that I felt I'm dying. But it was the last kilometers. I was struggling, like I was shaking. I can't continue. In those moments, I saw the finish line. In that moment, as if God embed a BMW in me, I started running the fast I can without feeling the pain, without feeling anything, just seeing my goal, the finish line. And yes, the history wrote the best moments of my life, the finish line, and I took my medal and directly to the emergency room. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, long runs can change your mindset. So keep going until you reach your goals. Back to you, fellow Toastmasters. Thank you.
That for this one.